Alpine Sax from the 64 Sax book is one of those great pieces to do when the school asks you to play two contrasting pieces. So you might crank out, say, like a classical piece or a jazz piece, and then you play something like this. And what is this? It's a 9/8 piece, and it's all echoes and effects and kind of programmatic music in a way. So you gotta not pretend to make this thing any more than it is. It's just a bunch of ideas. It sounds kind of cool, but you're not going to be whistling this down the street. There is no real tune per se. It's kind of just like effects and things, without being like crazy noises or anything. It's still phrases. There's still lots of complicated notes to play, etc., etc. But it doesn't have a tune. So we're going to go about the speed. 1 and 2 and 3 and it's very, very slow. So it's less than a beat a second. So you can see what's going on here. At the beginning, we've got this long note, the crescendos, it crescendos again, da da da, and then a little echo, da da da, and then we build it again, da da da, bam, there's a bit of a decrescendo, crescendo, da da da, da da da, and then an echo, da 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 da. Da 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 da. So it's just a bunch of little ideas, little echoes. I'm guessing the idea Alpine Sax is this idea that you're in the mountains and you yell something out and then it echoes throughout the mountains. So keep on going. We've got a nice little rise. Keeping in mind, we're always groups of 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and... Notice the echo. Notice now the notes are strange. That C sharp just sounds like completely out of nowhere, but it is a C sharp. So counting's kind of tricky. I could have even done some wrong at some point. But there's a whole bunch of groups of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. So ba da. And then there's a bunch of 6s. So daka 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 daka, which I might have overcooked. But that's going to be the hard part of this piece, is trying to maintain those groups of 3 feels. But if you draw a circle around every dotted crotchet beat's worth of music, you'll start to see where those groups are. Some of them land nice conveniently on the beat. Okay, that's bar 13. Then some of them require a bit of a kicker. We've got a semiquaver rest. Ba da. Yeah. Ba da. Ba da. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Ba da. Oh, tricky. What else we got? This thing lives and dies by its dynamics, so it's really, really important that you get your notes. They disappear to absolutely nothing. So air control, the really, really high notes, it's going to make your mouth really, really work. I'm probably playing really, really sharp, so you got to be careful not to over grip the mouthpiece. You just got to let it tour out and then try and hold it. So that part of the hard part about this piece is going to be able to get a really high note, really, really quiet. So let's say high E flat is going to sound nasty. So we have to go from a loud to a soft. And and then bring it back, which isn't going to be hard for a very high note like that. Ooh, okay. Yep, so that's Alpine Sax. That's all the trickiness involved in this one. It's a good little piece for that contrasting one, but yeah, don't make this be some kind of crazy tuneful piece that you can groove along to. It's not one of those types of pieces.